A very good morning to all of you. So today we are going to study about the type of redox reactions. Okay. So what are redox reactions? So redox reactions are those reactions in which oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Okay. So now let us discuss the type of redox reaction. So there are generally three types of redox reaction. Okay. And the first one is combination reaction. The first type is combination reaction. Okay. Now what are combination reactions? So the reaction in which two or more, okay, the reaction in which two or more atoms or molecules combine to form a third molecule. Okay. So the reaction in which two atoms or molecules combine to form a third molecule. Okay, so the reaction in which two atoms or molecules combine to form a third molecule is known as combination reaction. Now, how this reaction become a redox reaction? Let us check that one. For example, if we have magnesium plus O2, okay, I am doing oxidation. I am just adding this oxygen to this magnesium, okay, and then we will get MgO. Okay, balance कर देते हैं इसे. So here we have two. Okay, this is a balanced reaction. Now, how it is redox reaction? We have to check whether there is oxidation or reduction takes place or not. Okay, so here the oxidation number of magnesium is 0 because it is in its elemental form. Okay, or okay, and this also you have to write the state also. Okay, in which the atom or the substance is present. Okay, now here the oxidation state of magnesium is 0 for O2. O2 is also in its elemental form, so its oxidation number is again 0. Here magnesium is in +2 and oxygen is in -2. So from 0 to +2, okay, from 0 to +2 oxidation takes place. Okay, or magnesium is oxidized to Mg2 plus. Similarly, this O2 is reduced to 2 minus. Okay, so here reduction takes place. Okay, so that is why this is a redox reaction, because both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Okay, so again we have some more examples like we have N2 plus 3H2. N2 gas plus 3H2 gas gives NH3 gas. Okay, ammonia की formation है, that is Haber process. Now here also the oxidation state of nitrogen is 0 and for hydrogen it is also 0, and here the nitrogen is more electronegative than hydrogen, so the oxidation number of nitrogen is -3 and for hydrogen it is +1. So from here N2 converts converts 0 from 0 to -3. The oxidation state changes from 0 to -3. So if it changes from 0 to -3, it means reduction is taking place. Okay, reduction. Similarly, hydrogen changes from 0 to +1. So here, okay, wait a minute. Here, okay, so here oxidation takes place. Okay, so the substance which is reduced is known as oxidizing agent. So here N2 is acting as an oxidizing agent and H2 is getting oxidized, so it is acting as a reducing agent. Similarly, here magnesium is getting oxidized, so it is acting as a reducing agent. Similarly, O2 is getting reduced, so it is acting as a oxidizing agent. So there are large number of examples of combination reaction. For example, burning of methane. Okay, CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus water is also an example of combination reaction. Similarly, we have magnesium plus nitrogen. Okay, form magnesium nitride Mg3N2. Okay, so here the oxidation number of magnesium is 0, nitrogen is 0, this is in solid, this is in gas, okay, this is also in solid. So here magnesium is in +2 and nitrogen is in -3. So 0 to -3 reduction takes place, okay, reduction takes place, and similarly magnesium to magnesium 0 to +1 oxidation takes place, okay. So this is the first type of redox reaction, combination reaction, okay. So the second type is the opposite of this combination reaction, that is decomposition reaction, okay. So the second type is decomposition reaction. It is just opposite of combination reaction. So now let's see how it is acting as a redox reaction, okay. So the main condition for a decomposition reaction to be redox reaction is that one of the product must be in its elemental form, okay. It must be in its elemental form, otherwise it is not a redox reaction. So in combination reaction also we have studied that one of the product or the reactant is in its elemental state. For example, O2 is in gaseous state, it is the elemental state of oxygen. Similarly, hydrogen as a gas is also the elemental state, okay. Magnesium as a solid is the elemental state of magnesium. So the second type is decomposition reaction. Okay. So the reaction in which one atom or one molecule breaks into two or more atoms or molecules. Okay, so it is just opposite of combination reaction, okay. ये भी लिख देते हैं, it is just opposite of combination reaction, okay. Okay, actually this decomposition reaction also of three types, okay. This decomposition reaction is also of three types, okay. So first is electrolysis, okay. Electrolysis, the first one is electrolysis, electrolytic decomposition बोलते हैं इसे, electrolytic decomposition, okay. And it means breaking in presence of electricity, okay. This is the first type. Second is photochemical decomposition, okay. So generally we will discuss these two only, photochemical decomposition, okay. Okay, so electrolytic decomposition means rest of these we also have a third one also. Third one is thermal decomposition, okay. Third is thermal decomposition, which means breaking in presence of heat, okay. Thermal decomposition. So let us discuss 2 or 3 examples of these three. First is electrolytic decomposition. Electrolytic means breaking in presence of electricity, okay. Or we use electricity in order to break the molecule, okay. So the example is for example we have water. So water की electrolysis जब होगी, electrolysis of water, it gives H2 gas plus O2 gas, okay. Okay, H2 gas plus O2 gas balance कर देते हैं. Here we have 2, okay. Now this is electrolysis. Electrolysis means we have to break this water molecule breaks into H2 and O2 in presence of electricity. This is known as electrolysis, okay. Now this is a very good process, okay, and can be easily carried out in laboratory, okay. So this O2 gets liberated on anode and this H2 gets liberated on cathode, okay. Now and the amount of the gas liberated at cathode is double as that of at anode, because here we have 2 and here we have only a 1, okay, one molecule. So now how it is acting as a redox reaction. So the oxidation number of oxygen is -2 and the oxidation number of hydrogen is +1. Here both the oxidation number are 0. So H converts from +1 to 0, so reduction takes place. Similarly, O2 oxygen gets converted from -2 to 0. So it means oxidation takes place. Okay, that is why it is acting as a redox reaction. Okay. Now, what is the second type? Second type is photochemical decomposition. Photochemical means breaking in presence of sunlight. Breaking in presence of sunlight. Okay. So let me rub it off. So breaking in presence of sunlight. This is the second type of decomposition reaction. Okay. Now, what are its example? So the very popular example is breaking of AgCl. Okay, in presence of sunlight, or you can show it by HNu, or you can also write here as sunlight. So it breaks into Ag plus Cl. Okay, Ag plus Cl2. This Ag is of solid color. Okay. So that is why we kept this AgCl in black color bottle, because if it is kept in black color bottle, then there is no direct contact of sunlight takes place. That is why it will not change into Ag. Okay, this will convert. This is of gray color. This Ag is of gray, and this is of shiny white color. Okay, so that is why this AgCl become gray in presence of sunlight. Okay, so this is a decomposition reaction, photo decomposition reaction, and how it is a redox reaction. So here this Ag is in +1 and Cl is in -1. This Ag is 0, this Cl is 0. Okay, and this Cl is in gaseous state, that is why it is in elemental state. So now Ag gets converted from +1 to 0. This is reduction, and Cl gets converted from -1 to 0. This is oxidation. So that is why it is also known as redox reaction. Now the third part is thermal decomposition. Okay, the thermal decomposition means breaking in presence of heat. Okay, breaking in presence of heat. Okay, so this is breaking in presence of heat. How it is a redox reaction? What are its examples? So the first example is breaking of KClO3. Okay, if we break this in presence of heat, we will get KCl plus O2. Okay, 3/2. Okay, now how it is a redox reaction? So firstly, the oxidation states. So the oxidation state of K is +1 over here. Oxygen is -2. So the oxidation number of Cl after calculating it comes out to be +5. Okay, +5, because +1 plus x 3 into -2 is equal to 0, and x comes out to be +5. Here it is +1, it is -1, and it is 0 in gaseous state. Okay, so now this Cl converts from +5 to -1. So reduction takes place, and the oxidation number of oxygen changes from -2 to 0, and that is why oxidation takes place. Okay, that is why oxidation takes place. So this is a very important example of thermal decomposition, the breaking of KClO3. Okay, so these are the three types of decomposition reaction. Okay, the third type of redox reaction is displacement reaction. Okay, and displacement reaction is also of two types. First is metal displacement and the second is non-metal displacement. Okay. So the third type of redox reaction is displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. This is the third type. Okay. Now this displacement reaction is of two types: metal displacement and non-metal displacement. Metal displacement and non-metal displacement. Now, what is metal displacement? So, the reaction in which a highly reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its salt, okay, is known as metal displacement. So, the reaction in which a highly reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal. Okay, so the reaction in which a highly reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its salt, and this reaction is also used to compare the reactivity. Okay, for example, if we have if we react copper sulfate with zinc, okay, copper sulfate with zinc, the blue color of copper sulfate decolorized, okay, and we will get ZnSO4 plus C. So here this zinc is more reactive than copper, so that is why it can easily displace this copper. Okay, so now copper is in +2 over here, zinc is in 0, here zinc is in +2 and copper is in 0. So reduction of copper takes place. Okay, copper is getting reduced, reduction, and zinc is getting oxidized. Okay, so here the zinc is acting as a very good reducing agent for copper, and this copper sulfate is acting as a oxidizing agent for the zinc. Okay, so we have a lot of examples of like this type. Okay, for example, if we have magnesium react with aluminium. Okay, magnesium react with aluminium and it will displace it. Okay, so there are a lot of examples. There is a whole reactivity series. Okay, there is a whole reactivity series. I will also write the reactivity series after discussing about the non-metal displacement. Okay, so now what is non-metal displacement? Similarly, it is as similar to metal displacement. So the reaction in which a metal displaces a non-metal. Okay, the metal displaces a non-metal from its salt. So for example, actually more highly reactive metals, for example sodium हो गया, calcium हो गया, okay, they can easily liberate hydrogen gas from water. Okay, for example sodium plus H2O gives NaOH plus H2 gas. Okay, they can easily react with cold water. Even this is cold water, they can easily react with cold water and displace hydrogen gas. Okay, hydrogen gas can be easily removed. Why? And the reaction is the oxidation state changes from 0 to +1 over here, and hydrogen gas converted from +1 to 0. Okay, so oxidation as well as reduction takes place. That is why it is a redox reaction. Now, in case of less reactive metals, for example, we have magnesium. Magnesium react with steam. React with steam to displace hydrogen gas. Okay, hydrogen gas. Okay, similarly, if we talk about iron, okay, so iron can also displace. It can also displace what? क्या कहते हैं? Hydrogen gas. Okay. So here, okay, let me balance the reaction. This is magnesium hydroxide. Okay, formation of hydroxide. Okay, an alkali or a base, and hydrogen gas is liberated. Similarly, in case of iron, we will get Fe3O4. Okay, in this iron is also less reactive. Okay, so this can be easily, we can easily you can say we can easily compare the reactivity just by reacting them with water. Okay, so the metals which are highly reactive can easily convert this water into hydrogen. Okay, they can easily liberate this hydrogen gas. Okay, and in case if it is less reactive, then it is not easy for the metal to displace hydrogen gas. Okay, so there are some more less reactive metals. For example, we have zinc, which cannot easily react with water. Okay, they can react with HCl. Okay, zinc react with HCl. Okay, zinc react with HCl to give ZnCl2 plus water. Okay, now why they can easily liberate hydrogen gas from with the help of an acid? Because the reaction is actually reaction हो क्या रही है? The reaction is this H positive, 2H positive gets converted into, by taking 2 electrons, it gets converted into H2. Okay, because here hydrogen is in plus 1 and here hydrogen is in 0. Okay, it is taking 2 electrons. Okay, reduction takes place. Now this reaction depends upon the availability of H positive ion. If the availability of H positive ion is more, then we can easily convert this H positive into H2. Now in water this H positive ion is 10 to the power minus 7 near about. Okay, Kw is 10 to the power minus 14. So if we are taking a neutral, water is neutral, so that is why the concentration of H positive is equal to OH negative, and which is equal to 10 to the power minus 7, which is quite less. So a highly reactive metal is able to convert the small amount of H positive to H2. Okay, but the less reactive metal cannot easily convert this H positive into H2 gas. But in case of acids, we all know that acids contain H positive ion. So the amount of H positive ion in acid is greater than that of water. So that is why a sufficient amount of H positive ion is there, is available in case of acid. So this metal can easily react with that H positive ion and converts into H2 gas. Okay. So there are some more less reactive metals. For example, we have silver, platinum, gold. They cannot react with even acids to liberate hydrogen gas. Okay, they cannot even, they are so less reactive. Okay, they are very less reactive. That is why they cannot displace H positive. They cannot convert this H positive from acid, even from acid, from concentrated acid to H2 gas. Okay, so that is why so we can easily compare different metals just by reacting them with cold water and hot water, and then with steam, and at last with acid also. Okay, so we will get a reactivity series. The reactivity series is the alkali metals are the most reactive metals. Okay, so I am writing a simple series, that is from high reactive to less reactive. Okay, so this is the reactivity series. Okay, so the highly reactive is potassium or lithium may also be there. Okay, sodium, potassium, sodium, barium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, chromium, iron. Then we have cadmium, cobalt, nickel, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, and then we have at last platinum. Okay, so this is a concise reactivity series. Okay, so there is also a complex reactivity series which we will discuss in the 12th class. Okay, Now, the last type of redox reaction is disproportionation reaction. Okay, and it is also a very important type of reaction. So, disproportionation reaction is the fourth type is disproportionation reaction. Okay, disproportionation reaction. This is the fourth type. Okay, so the reaction in which same species get oxidized as well as reduced. Okay, the reaction in which same species gets oxidized as well as reduced. Okay, so the reaction in which same species gets oxidized as well as reduced. So the main condition for this reaction to takes place is that the species which is getting oxidized as well as reduced must be present in three different oxidation states. Okay, so the main condition is the atom must contain uh, must be present in three different oxidation states. Okay, so three different oxidation states. Now, what are its examples? The very important example and the simple example is decomposition of H2O2 into water and O2. Okay, so this is a very simple example. So here this oxygen is present in three oxygen state. Here this oxygen is in -1. Here we have -2 and here it is in 0. So from -1 to -2 it is getting reduced. Okay, and from -1 to 0 it is getting oxidized. Okay, so this is a very good example. Similarly, copper positive. Okay, copper positive gets converted into copper plus copper 2 positive. Okay, so this is also redox reaction and disproportionation reaction, because here copper is in +1, here it is in 0. So it is getting converted into when it is converted into 0, it is getting reduced, and if it is converted into +2, it is getting oxidized. Okay, so these are the two main examples. Similarly, some more species in presence of alkaline medium gets converted. For example, P4 in presence of OH and water gets converted into PH3, that is phosphine plus H2 PO2 negative. Okay, so there are a lot of examples of disproportionacy. So keep in your mind one or two examples. These are the two simplest examples. Okay, so these are the four different types of redox reaction. Okay, the first one is combination, the second is displacement. Okay, and the second is decomposition, and the fourth is displacement, and the last one is disproportionation reaction. Okay, so I think this much is quite enough for the type of redox reaction. Okay, and I hope you found this lecture very helpful. So thank you so much for watching the lecture.